Hey everyone, Richard Payne here from Halifax Homes and Lifestyle.exp Realty, and it is that time when we want to figure out what exactly is going on in this Halifax real estate market. So let's take a look. Hey everyone, it's Richard Payne here, and as you know, we are the people that want to make sure that you're fully informed of everything that's going on here right now in the Halifax real estate market, because it is changing. It's basically been that seller's market since I think it was January. It could even have been like February last year. So if you kind of go back, we've been really strong in terms of everything that's been going on in the Halifax market. So what we want to do is give you the information. Now, if you're thinking of moving here or you've got anybody else, you know that we love to spend some time figuring out the right neighborhoods, making sure that people buy the right properties in the right neighborhoods for the lifestyle that they're looking at. So little details coming up below, but send me a message, send me a text, direct message me, add a comment on YouTube, give me a phone call, send me an email, all of the different ways that you can to actually get in touch with me so that we can find you the right place. Same thing when people are moving out, you've got to make sure you're actually understanding what the market's doing. So let's have a look at what's been going on, because it has been crazy. Like we know, and we kind of said this on all the other videos, that right now it is a really busy market. There's lots of transactions going on, lots of buying, lots of selling. But the key thing is what is the actual prices doing. So when we look at the numbers, we are at $421,879 average price. That's up 4% on last month, which again was $404,000. So we're still climbing up. And before that, actually, it is plus 24%, looking at the numbers that I wrote down, get it right, 24% on last year. So we're up 24%, which is like from a Halifax market that has always had around about a $330,000 average price. Kind of just that number there tells you exactly what is going on here in the market. Now, sale to listing price, 100.7%. So we're still doing the multiple offers. Prices are still going over asking. It's kind of just how the market is shaping up, because we've only got 1.2 months of inventory. Now, if we go back just to January of this year, so what would that be, 8 months ago? That inventory was actually at 3.7 months. We go back on days on market, which right now is 34 days on market. So literally just over a month. We go back to January, start of this year, that number was 64 days on market. So everything that we've got going on right now is because we have little listings. Like we only we only listed 760 homes. We sold 714 homes. So almost everything that's going on the market, that same amount of homes is being taken up and purchased. We only have 860 homes active. So that's why you kind of look at the only just over a month of actual active inventory right now. So it's tight. It's a really tight market, and you've got to make sure that when you're writing your offers, they are actually going to stick. Lots of strategies on that. Let's look at, so we've done the days on the market. Now let's look at sale to listing ratio, 94%. So again, we sold 714 homes. We only listed 760. So that's way down, because normally we're in about 1,000 to 1,200 homes are actually new coming onto the market at this time of the year. So, it's just not a lot of people. And I think the reason is a lot of people are looking at, well, if I'm going to list my home, I need somewhere to go and live. The problem is I can't find where I want to live. So actually, no, I'm not going to list my home. And it's just creating the circle of lack of inventory. That's where we're at. Now, if we look at sale to listing, average price to sale price to listing price last year was 97.7%. So we've jumped up that 3% really to make sure it's over 100%. So let's look at good markets. So, like looking at the numbers, every market is a good market. There is no real difference to that. But the top 3 selling markets, a little bit of a wild card this time, because number 1, 61 homes sold, was actually Timberley, Hubli, Brunello Estate area. Now, I did look at this one, and some of the properties are definitely, like Brunello Estates is starting to come on stream, started to get a lot more interest. The golf course is now open down there as well. So we're definitely seeing some of the new builds come online there. But it was surprising, the majority was actually in the Timberley area. So that market is certainly starting to become like a desirable market. Average price point there, $398,000. So, you know, underneath the average. What have we got? 1.9 months, 47 days on market there. Number two, good old Sackville. Now this does include middle Sackville, which is why the average price point there now has crept up to $313,000. It used to be very much a starter market. Low to mid 200s was the market. You start throwing in a lot of those middle Sackville $300,000 to $400,000 properties, and the average goes up. So that's why we're at $313,000 there. 58 homes sold, 0.6 of a month, so half a month of inventory there. And then coming in at number three was actually Woodland and Portland Estates. So a lot of people are looking into the Dartmouth area and starting to buy there. 19 days on market for the stuff that's sold, $353,000 average price, 103% sale to listing area. Sorry, sale to listing price, not area. The area is Woodlawn, Portland Estates. So again, same thing there. It's a huge amount. As soon as you get like that far over 100%, there's an awful lot of properties that are over asking price that are going there. So Woodlawn, Portland Estates is definitely becoming a desirable area. 0.2 months of inventory. So none, basically. There's only 12 active homes in that particular subdivision. So that's definitely an area that, you know, if you're thinking of listing and you're in that Woodlawn, Portland Estates, well, there's only 12 homes to choose from right now. So like if yours is well priced, looks good, it's clearly in the good location, that would be something that you should be looking at. However, got to find somewhere to go as well at the same time. So those are the stats. That's really what's going on. Like we start picking up at some of the other areas, like, you know, even where I live, Fall River, we're at 1.5 months worth of inventory, $460,000 average price. So, you know, 87 days on market, you know, things are taking a little longer to sell out here, but it's the kind of properties and the size of the area. Things do take a little bit longer as well. Plus throw in a couple of new builds that had been on the market for a long time there. Same as last month, those new builds really do screw the numbers up if they've been on the market for a long time as a facsimile waiting to sell. Halifax South did actually pretty well. $1.2 million average selling price there. So only 6 homes sold and 2 of those were over $1 million. So that pulled the average way up there. But sale to list price there, 92%. So, you know, the discounts obviously on the $1 million homes is quite substantial. So you definitely start seeing that. But realistically, like everything from all the other markets is just, it's like good news. Like funnily enough, Halifax South has actually got the most amount of inventory at 6.5 months. 39 homes for sale, they only sold 6 homes. So looking down the numbers, they're the only one that's over the number 2. So average of 1.2, that's where we're at. It's like you've got to start looking for the inventory. So is it going to slow down? I don't really think so. Like certainly with the amount of people we're talking to that are moving here or just moving around Halifax, you know, that's keeping the inventory nice and low and it's moving quick. So if you have any questions, details are below, coming right up. You know, do make sure you go back and hit the subscribe, hit the bell to get notified as well, so that you can get all the information as it comes out, because we're here to keep you informed of what's going on and give you all the tips, the advice, everything we can to make your real estate simple.